All right, today's day 12 of my 30-day challenge to vlog every day. Today was also day 5 of my water fast, which I completed and broke successfully today. Um, it was overall quite the challenge, even though I've done them many times before. This one was definitely quite difficult. But overall, I'd consider it a success. It's good to be back to normal eating, or at least getting there. It'll probably take me a couple days before I'm back to eating normal, but overall, I'd say it was pretty good. The topic today is going to be on instant gratification, delayed gratification, and small improvements in life. I wrote an article, I'll just read some of it and kind of go through and talk about it. So it's on small improvements. We overestimate what we can do in a day and we underestimate what we can do in a year. You've probably heard that before. This is because we are creatures of instant gratification. That is to say, when we do something, we want to see the results shortly after. The problem is that many things in life don't have quick results, so we need to be driven by enjoying the process or trusting the process is working. In fact, most of the good things in life don't have quick results. Being healthy is a lifestyle over longer periods of time. Saving money for retirement happens over a lifetime, and building good relationships take experiences over time. Delayed gratification, or delayed results from current action, is an important piece of life worth recognizing. Delayed gratification, it's as defined, delayed gratification or deferred gratification describes the process that the subject undergoes when the subject resists the temptation of an immediate reward in preference for a later reward. Generally, delayed gratification is associated with resisting a smaller but more immediate reward in order to receive a larger or more enduring reward later. A growing body of literature has linked the ability to delayed gratification to a host of other positive outcomes, including academic success, physical health, psychological health, and social competence. Delayed gratification, that is putting in time and effort into something where the results won't show for a period of time, is a positive trait of the human condition. It means foregoing the instant gratification for a more longer term satisfaction. Um, it's You can apply this to pretty much anything too, but it's so true. So like going to the gym may make you feel great that day, but if you only go once, the results are like minute. But if you go daily for, you know, several months, 2 months, it adds up. So like, doing 20 pull-ups isn't much, but if in a month, that's like 600 pull-ups. Or if you're writing a book, like I've watched quite a few interviews and read some biographies of some famous authors who've written a lot of like famous books, and they often say it's about putting down words every single day. Sometimes it's a sentence a day, sometimes it's a paragraph a day, sometimes it's 20 pages. But it's just like doing something forward each day in the direction you want to move. Um, and it's kind of about this idea of like just putting in the time, or like it goes back to the habits which I've talked about before, but like doing the daily tasks that move you in the direction you want to go. And humans are really, really bad at estimating the outcome of something that you do repeatedly over day after day. So like a 1% improvement every single day over a year adds up to like a 38 times better than you were on day one 365 days earlier. But a 1% decline makes you lose like 99% of where you're at 365 days prior. But the point being really is that like repetition of anything over a long period of time leads to an outcome that is far greater than we perceive. And declining at a small amount each day, or over a repeated period of time, leads us to decline a lot more than the human mind can perceive, because we're really bad at perceiving this stuff. And delayed gratification is basically recognizing that, because there's this philosophical balance between like enjoying the moment and doing the things now we want to do, but also like working towards something greater in the future. Um, and it's difficult. So that's why you have to and apply habits that you enjoy and do things in life you enjoy that move you in the direction you want to go. Um, so there's a few quotes. Success usually comes down to choosing the pain of discipline over the ease of distraction, and that's exactly what delayed gratification is all about. That's from James Clear, jamesclear.com. It's a great blog. Um, if you want to succeed at something, at some point you'll need to find the ability to be disciplined and take action instead of becoming distracted and doing what's easy. Success in nearly every field requires you to ignore doing something easier. delaying gratification in favor of doing something harder, doing the work and putting in your reps, putting in the repetitions. Um, but the key takeaway here is that even if you don't feel like you're good at delaying gratification now, you can train yourself to become better simply by making a few small improvements. Um, we can train our ability to delay gratification, just like we can train our muscles at the gym, um, by promising something small and then delivering over and over again until the brain says, one, yes, it's worth the wait, and two, yes, I have the capability to do this. Um, so yeah, this kind of, I think it's just so important to just each day make some tiny little step. Like whether for me, whether it's work or health or socializing or new experiences, I always try to do something every day that moves me forward in a certain direction. And some of the stuff I do, I don't actually enjoy. I just do it because I know it pushes me in the right direction. Other things I do because it's just incredibly fun and it also does that. But um, like I said, humans are just really bad at looking at the understanding how like compounded change happens. Where if you just put in a few reps every day, it really adds up. Um, you write one paragraph every single day for 365 days, and you're going to have written hundreds of pages by the end. But it's when if you just look at 100 pages, it seems like overwhelming. And the same is true with our health. The same is true with money. The same is true with learning. It's true with just everything in life. Um, and then I kind of talk about in the article about time and how time management is one of the most important things in life because time is going to pass either way, and how we manage it is basically determines the outcome of our life. And what time is going to pass either way, and whether we make improvements or not, is also going to um, have a huge effect on the outcome of our lives. So, like building habits that enable us to spend our time more effectively allows us to live better lives. Um, Yeah, so I have another little quote. Because we can't predict the future or change the past, all we can do is focus on the moment and the day to day activities that make up our lives. Striving to be better than yesterday adds up to many small improvements each day, which compound day after day, month after month, year after year. We didn't evolve to understand compound interest, but we use reason to know it is incredibly powerful. As James Clear says, habits are the compound interest of self improvement. The aggregation of marginal gains, small improvements add up to dramatic changes. On the same token, small bad habits can add to a massive decline in well being. Aristotle once said, "We are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, then, is not an act but a habit. Let's make each day a better day than the last." So, yeah, it's all about just each day making it a little bit better than yesterday, whether that means doing a little bit more physical activity, eating a little bit healthier, learning something new, being a better person, reading more and learning more so you can help other people, um, becoming more curious, whatever the things in life are that you're striving for, small, tiny improvements just add up over a really long period of time. And there's no question about it. It's just a matter of applying ourselves and, um, you know, having delayed gratification. I think that's the real key. And there's a great book by James Clear that came out, I think, in the last year called Atomic Habits, which I would highly recommend. Or he has a talk on YouTube called 1% Better Each Day. And it's just really good stuff about how to live a better life and just get more out of life overall, which I think everyone would want. So that will be my thought for today. That was it for day 12. I will see you all tomorrow, day 13.